Okay, we'll start today. Good morning. And we're going to start with the diaphragmatic breathing. Um, I've done this before with some of you, but if you put your thumb and index finger together, you can just relax your hands and you take the first breath and inhale and exhale, and you can access the diaphragmatic breathing immediately by holding the thumb and index finger together. So the diaphragm breathing circulates your blood. It rejuvenates the nervous system. It gives your immunity a boost. The turns on your parasympathetic nervous system after a half a dozen breaths, the right brain. You can feel the right brain pulsing when you tune into the diaphragm breathing. After it gives the glandular system and the nervous system like together positive feedback in the body when you breathe in the diaphragm. It's like the glandular system is like, I'm okay, and the endocrine system is saying, I'm okay too. So after several breaths in the diaphragm and four sides, we think of ourselves as just the front of the body. And it's an awakening to just trigger all four sides of yourself. When you thumb and index and you bring into the low belly, and then pretty soon it's going around you like a circle. And the kidneys are getting in on it too, and the adrenal glands, which address fatigue in the body. So this is the way the body like almost begs you to breathe. The way, because when you start the diaphragmatic breathing, it becomes part of you. It's like, I like to think of it as a second heart. It's because it's a companion to the heart. So when you start breathing the low belly, it becomes a habit for your body, and it will just go there like instantly. When you least expect it, it'll guide you and your heart after you practice daily and always turn to it. I call it the partner, my partner. But if you put the fingers like that, and then if you put the fingers like this, I just want to show you how powerful your fingers and the energy lines are. You breathe in now, and the breath will come up to the rib cage, and you put the fingers down on the palms and hold the thumb and index, and all of a sudden the breath is moving into the middle of the body. And then you make a fist, a loose one, and when you breathe in, your four sides, and that's in the upper chest and under the arms and in the back. And then if you put like this, the knuckles together in front of your solar plexus, it's full body breathing. You can breathe in and you'll feel it in the low belly, and it'll rise in the middle of the body, in the ribs, and then the upper chest, and then exhale. And get that all four sides now. Breathe in and have it move up through the body, landing at the upper chest and the upper back and under the arms, sides of the neck. And then you release. And it's, I've always called it kind of miraculous. When you close your eyes and you think of your most favorite place. And breathe now through the nose. And all of a sudden, you think and you have a vision of your very favorite place. And the energy, there'll be more flow in the body. Relax the shoulders and the jaw and the tongue. And close the eyes. And then there'll be like a little rush of a flow. And that's what the Qigong practice is too. When you do the movements of the Qigong, it puts you in your favorite place without being there. It brings a lot of flow to the body. Now, I'm going to have you do a lymph pump. So raise your arms. We're going to pump the lymph in the body, and breathe in. And then exhale and fall over just till you feel the stretch, just in like a child's pose on the chair. And then inhale and bring a knee to the chest. And then exhale and bring the other knee to the chest. Breathing in and then release. And then inhale, the arms over. Exhale, bring the hands down to the chair and kind of hold on to the sides, and then look up with the eyes. And the lymph fluid drains in the body. So one breath, one movement. And this time I want you to visualize like light in the lymph path, in the lymph node path where we're going. So you inhale like that and exhale and fall over yourself. And then inhale, visual light, bringing the knee into the chest, and exhale. And then inhale, bring the opposite knee into the chest like that. You can also flex your foot and get the ankles going because there's a lot of lymph nodes there. And you let the white light flush out what you don't need in the body. Inhale like that, and then put the hands on the chair and look up and feel the fluids draining in the body. And I would cheer for you if you did it every day, okay, because it's so good for the body. So the visualization, now just fall over, exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, put the white light in, let it get out anything that doesn't need to be there. Exhale, pull the knee in. Make a little loud exhale with the open mouth. And then inhale. And then the opposite knee, exhale. And then inhale. And then put the hands by your side and look up and let the fluids move in the body. And you're like a human pump for yourself. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can ask me about the lymph pump. So it also, I don't make this stuff up. This came with a research, the lymph pump with the Vanderbilt University that I was in for 2 years for Yoga for Cancer. Okay. So now I'm going to do the 10 mindful movements by Thich Nhat. And you can also find this on YouTube. But it's a wonderful way. We did the lymph pump, and now we're going to like do a movement that will also be like a pump for the body. and you get the fluids going at the beginning of the day like this. And then you'll find that, you like through the day, the toxins through urination will leave the body, and you'll spend a little more time in the bathroom. Okay. Now inhale and go half up, and exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. You do each one 4 times. Half the arms up, just half. And bend the knees. And now inhale and lift up. You can go on your toes if you like. And exhale. This also works sitting down beautifully. That's what's so beautiful about it. Exhale. Thich Nhat made the 10 mindful movements, so everyone could do it in our world for peace. Flower opening. Hands to the shoulders. Swimmer's arms. Touch the toes. Fall over your legs until you feel the stretch. And then come back up. Press into the feet and bring yourself up. On an inhale, put your hands on the hips. Exhale. Forward fold. Just till you feel your stretch. Press into the feet and bring yourself up on an inhale. Put your hands on the hips. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Step your right foot out just a tad and go around with the pelvic circles. Breathe in around a circle. Breathe out around the circle. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then go the opposite way. Breathing in. All inhale around. Exhale around. One more. Breathing in around. Exhale. Open the mouth and cleanse your lungs sometimes when you breathe out, like, and give yourself a cleansing. Take the arms up with the feet around 18 inches apart and bend the knees and bring the elbows down like that. And then inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. So you can feel, we did the lymph pump, and now we're working the whole lymph system. Okay, now the legs, just, you can inhale up, one, inhale, another, exhale down. Kick your leg out, inhale, inhale, upper chest, exhale down. Make sure you hold on to something or just point your toe on the floor. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, low belly. Inhale, upper chest. Exhale. And one more. Breathing in, and breathing out. Okay, now point your toe out in front and circle it around to meet the foot. Point the toe and circle it around. You'll feel this in the hip. Point and go around. Yeah. And then the opposite foot, point it out, and then make a half circle, meeting the foot. point, make a circle, point. Good. And then put the feet under the shoulders and lean out. Exhale and inhale. And then lean out. Breathe through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. It's very cleansing. Leaning out. Good. And one more on each side. And that concludes the 10 mindful movements. Now, how we're going to finish is we're going to access our diaphragmatic breathing. And after the movement, first take a long exhale and a shorter inhale. And then a long exhale in the diaphragm. And this is a wonderful practice when you're walking up a hill. Inhale, short, about 4, and then exhale, 8. Exhale, like a long one. And then you're going to feel the heart rate fall 4 to 6 points right away. And the heart sits on the diaphragm. And then you breathe in all 4 sides, diaphragmatic breathing. And then the positive feedback, like high five in the endocrine system and high five the nervous system. And they're working together. And you're doing it. You know it. You know how. And it's so like relaxing in the body. And then take the hands to the under the navel and breathe in and out. 4 sides. Your second heart. Your companion. And then take the hands of the heart and thank yourself for doing the work. Namaste.